Hello friends, welcome back to another session of Core Java tutorials. In continuation with the string methods, in today's video, we are going to look into modifying a string methods. So the first method that is used for modifying a string is the substring. Okay, so there are two overloaded methods of the substring. The first one will be taking beginIndex alone. So which will return a string that is a substring of this string. And the second one will take beginIndex and then endIndex. Okay, so it returns a string that is a substring of this string. Okay, so let us actually look this in action. So in here, I have taken a string which is Betty bought a bit of butter. And now I'm going to apply the substring on it. So the return type of the substring, as you can see, the return type of the substring is the string. So I need to take a string over here. So I'll be saying string as okay, so string s2 is equal to, so s1 dot substring. Remember that the first letter in the string is lowercase here in the substring. Okay, so everything is lowercase. And then I'm going to give 6 over here, which is the beginIndex. So I want to take the substring from 6 till the end. Okay, so where is 6? So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I just want bought a bit of butter to be there in S2. So when I try to print this S2, we'll see what will be the output. Okay, so I'm trying to print the substring which is S2, and I will get bought a bit of butter. Okay, so because I started to collect the characters from position 6. Friends, you can see bought a bit of butter. So if you're not mentioning the second parameter, it will take the string from the start index till the end. Okay, so let us look into one more overloaded substring method. So in here, you need to mention the beginIndex and the endIndex. Here, if I want to extract Betty, for example, so I want to extract Betty. So I'm giving 0, comma 5. Okay, so I want 5 characters to be taken from position 0. So these are 5 characters. So I want 5 characters to be taken from position 0. Okay, so let us try to execute this and see. So when I run it, I'll be getting Betty. Okay, so this is regarding the substring. We'll look into one more method which is called as concat method. So this is the concat method. So concat string. So what it will do is it concatenates the specified string to the end of the string. Okay, so it will add it to the end. So let me actually show you how this concatenation will look like. Okay, so let me show you a string concatenation. So I have taken a string s is equal to, so which is to the, then I'm taking one more string to catch the result of the concatenation. So s1 is equal to s dot concat. I want to add Rani to the first string, which is s. Okay, so I need to say s dot concat, and then here I am saying Rani. Okay, fine. So this Rani will attach to the end of this particular Sudha. Okay, so when I try to print this, so system.out.println, I print this, I will be getting Sudha Rani as the output. Okay, so this is concatenation. So let me actually show you one more point in concatenation. Say for example, I want to concatenate null. Okay, so let me take one more string here. So I'm saying string s2 is equal to, so string s2 is equal to null. Okay, and I want to concatenate s1 dot concat, and in here I am saying null. Okay, so I'm trying to concatenate null to string s1 and try to print s1. So let us see what we'll get as an output. So you are getting null pointer exception because you cannot use concatenation. During concatenation, both the strings over here, both the references should always point to objects, not null. Okay, so there are two ways to concatenate a string. So the first one is using the concat method, and the second one is using the plus operator. So let me actually show you that. So say for example, I'm having one more string, which is S1. S1 is equal to, say it is Nani. Okay. So directly I can use the plus operator over here to do the concatenation. So println, here I can say, so in here I can say S plus S1. Okay. So rather than using the concatenation, I can directly use the plus symbol. So when I say S plus S1, so it will actually internally it will perform the concatenation. Plus is the only operator which is having an overloaded functionality. If both the operands over here are numerical data, then it will act like arithmetic plus. If one of the operands over here is a string, then it will act like concatenation operators. Okay, so this is regarding concatenation. So now let us see one more method, which is replace method. So replace method will actually replace the text. So let me actually take the text which is Betty bought a, okay, bought a bit of butter. Okay, so a bit of butter. So this is my original string, and now I would like to replace. So I'm trying to use replace over here. So s1 dot replace. So herein I want to replace Betty with the Sudha. Okay. So I am replacing Betty with the Sudha. Okay. So let us see what is the output that we will get. Okay. So it is S, right? So S dot replace Betty with the Sudha. So now you can see that in place of Betty, Sudha is replaced. Okay, so not only that, you can also use, there is one more overloaded method of replace where you can replace the character as well. Okay, so in place of B, let us actually replace it with the character Y. Okay, so wherever B is, you want to replace Y. Okay, so it will work only for the capital B. It will not work for the small b that I have given here for bit. Okay, fine. So I want to replace the capital B with the capital Y. So you can see here, wherever there is capital B, it has been replaced with capital Y. As I said, small b is not replaced because it works only with the capital B. Okay, so this is regarding replace method. So let me show you the method signature of the replace method. This is the replace method. This is the method signature of the replace method. As you can see, there are two overloaded methods of the replace method. The first replace method will take character, and this is the new character to be replaced with the old character, and it returns a string. And the second one is replacing character sequence. Okay, so here you will be replacing the characters. The first parameter is the characters present in the old string, and this replacement is the new sequence of characters that you want to replace with this particular target. So both returns a string. Okay, so this is regarding the replace. Now let us look into one more method which is called as trim method. Okay, so this is the trim method. So the trim method will return a string as the return value, and it returns a string whose value is the string which with any leading and trailing white space is removed. So if you want to remove any leading and trailing is the end white spaces, leading means the before the string white spaces. Okay, so let me show this in action. So for the same example, I am before Betty, I am putting three spaces, and after butter, I am putting three more spaces. Okay, so there are leading spaces over here, white spaces, and there are also trailing white spaces here for the string. And if I want to trim it, so I just have to say s dot trim. Okay, so I simply have to say s dot trim. So it is simply trim. So when I print this, so you'll be able to see that the spaces will not be there. Okay, so let me actually try to print it without trimming so that you will be able to understand the importance of the trim. So in the first system.out.println, I am actually printing the original string. And in the second system.out.println, I'm printing the string which is trimmed off. So you can see that in the original string, the spaces are kept as they are, but in the second case where we have trimmed it, so you can see the leading and the trailing spaces have been removed from the string. Okay, so this is regarding the trim. So as the dot, so this will actually toUpperCase will actually convert the lowercase characters, all the characters. Okay, so whatever characters are here in the string, all these characters will be converted to the uppercase. Okay, so I want to convert it to the uppercase. So I said 2.toUpperCase. So when I run this, you can see all the characters have been capitalized. Okay, so everything has been capitalized. So there is a counter for the upper, which is the lowercase, which will actually convert all the characters into the lowercase. So this is toLowerCase, where all the characters are converted to the lowercase. Let me show the method signature of toUpperCase and toLowerCase. There are two overloaded toUpperCase methods and two overloaded toLowerCase methods. Okay, so the first one is by default, so which will just convert the lowercase to the uppercase, and the other one will convert the uppercase to the lowercase. But the second overloaded method of both is where it takes the locale. Okay, so what is meant by this particular locale? Okay, so the characters are converted to lowercase using the given locale rules. Okay, so I'll show this in action. So the same thing is for vice versa for uppercase as well. Converts all the characters in the string to the uppercase using the rules of the given locale. So let me actually show this in action. So say for example, I have a string as it is equal to. So here in I have a string which is India. Okay, and I want to convert it into uppercase. Okay, so let me actually convert it. So I'm saying system.out.println. So wherein here I'm saying s dot toUpperCase. Okay, so this is the first overloaded method. So wherein all the letters of India will be converted to uppercase. Okay, so this is what we have seen in the previous example as well. So now what I'll try to do is I'll try to show you what is the locale. Okay. So locale is a class which is there in java.util package. So let me actually import that. So import java.util.star, and then I'll show you what is meant by locale. Okay. So system dot out dot println. Okay, in here I'm saying locale dot get default. Okay, so get default. Get default is a static method in the locale class. I'll actually run this and show you what you'll get as an output. Okay, so you can see en underscore us. What does it mean by en underscore us is that the default language is English, and the English that is spoken by United States of America. Okay, so that is the default English. So the conversion that we are talking about, the uppercase, toUpperCase and toLowerCase, is happening based on the English of USA. Okay, right. So say for example, you want to change it to some other locale, then you need to use the second overloaded method of toUpperCase or toLowerCase. Let me show you what are the locales that are supported by Java 8. Okay, so this is Java 8. So you can see JDK 8 and JRE 8 supported locales. Okay, so wherein you can see there is a list over here which is showing the language supported as well as the country code that you need to use. Okay, so in here, let me show you this, which is what we have got. So this is the one we have got, which is EN/US. So this is the locale, which means that EN is the language and US is the United States. Okay, so in the similar way, like we have so many countries and languages over here. Okay, so you can use any, you can convert the toUpperCase and toLowerCase to any of the languages here. So you can also convert it to Turkish, and then the country code is DR. Okay, so there are many overloaded constructors of the Locale class, wherein the first constructor that I'll be using is which will take the language and then followed by the country. Okay, and I am going to show you by taking the language which is DR and then the country which is Turkey. Okay, so let me get back to my terminal. Now I'll show you with the locale. Okay, so Turkish locale. So I'm copying the same text over here and then toUpperCase. So inside this, I am creating new locale and I need to pass two arguments. The first one being the language. So I want the language which is CR, comma, and then the country which is nothing but TOR. Okay, so these are the codes that I already have shown you. And let us see what will be the output of it. So when I run this, you'll be able to see a different kind of output, wherein you can see the I here is the Latin I. Okay, so there is a change over here in the I. Okay, so this is how you can actually use this locale to print the characters in the given locale rules. Okay, so whatever locale rules that this TR and TUR follows, it will be applicable to the characters over here, and then it will be changing its case. Okay, so the same thing will apply to the lowercase as well. Okay, so this is toLowerCase. So I have given the string in the uppercase. So when I have applied toLowerCase, you can see here all the characters in the string have been converted to lowercase. And in the second case, I have used this TR, Turkey and TR codes over here to convert the characters into lowercase using the new locale. Okay, so as you can see here that it has converted now to the TR language. Okay, so that's the local language that I have passed into toLowerCase. So you can see there is no dot upon I over here. So this difference, okay, you can make it out between the default locale and then the locale that we have passed as arguments into this particular methods. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.